Hey all, so I'm going to be looking at the general commander strategy I use and testing out a few teams. Now this event is Arcane Killer, it's the War of Hearts event. Now my main problem is I don't have many Arcane Killer cards. 2 support cards, 1 main hero and 1 other card I got from the collection. So I made a few teams, this is my best team. This has 2 support cards, 1 older ultimate form, the main hero, and another ultimate form. This one requires skill points though before you can use the skill, so this is a 3 or 4 turn deck on the weaker enemies. This deck here another one I sometimes use. It's not as good as the previous deck though, as there's only 1 event card. 4 cards from a previous deck. And now we have the Crusade map deck. This one has a turn delay card in it. This one also has 2 damage immunity cards. So it makes the ultimate missions pretty easy, even though they can take quite a long time. So if we go into the event, the first thing I'm going to talk about is guild bosses. Now, you may see an unclaimed shroud and an unclaimed secret on the screen. The idea behind this, if everyone in the guild is on an unclaimed shroud or secret, no more of those will spawn. That means you can save up the bosses for Frenzy and build up a stack of them. As you can see, we have nearly 1,000 shroud fragments. And we have a stack of 30 secrets up already. We will be saving those for later on. You can do this over multiple bosses, but everyone in the guild needs to be on an unclaimed boss for this to work. If even one player claims a boss, another one will spawn, which kind of messes it up. You can do this over multiple bosses though. Now, because of the low trophy values of the medium and normal guild boss, I don't recommend you waste time on these. The HP on the medium guild boss is quite frankly ridiculous anyway. So that's guild bosses dealt with. Onto solo bosses. Again, I don't recommend wasting time on the medium boss. The HP again is astronomical and the trophies are very low. So the basic strategy is to defeat the normal bosses, then defeat the Overkill or Ultra Kill bosses. Unfortunately, I do need to use 3 keys to defeat this. I'll use this team first. So the way this deck works, first turn match. We'll match whatever's on the screen. Second turn, make 1 more match. That's so you have the skill points for this card. And then use that one, and then use the 2 support cards first, then the main hero. And that will fill up the grid with power gems, and then boss defeated pretty easily. That's the basic strategy I will be using on the Ultra Kill and Overkill bosses as well, but they're really hard with this team due to the high HP. The reason I've been focusing on this boss over the other one is because the keys for this boss are also for the Ultra Kill, and sometimes it can take up to 18 keys to defeat an Ultra Kill. So I use this team this time. Pretty similar process, except it's quite a bit weaker, unfortunately. Less event heroes. This team is match everything first turn. Use one of the ultra rares to get rid of that debuff. Use another one here anyway. Then the grid should fill up with power gems next turn. I can use these 3 cards and take down the boss. There we go. Now onto the Overkill Boss. This is going to require some very fast matches to defeat it in one attack. I'll be using this team. I don't think I'll do it in one attack, but I'll try. Very similar story with the Ultra Kill, which I'm going to do afterwards. So 2 matches. After I've beaten this boss, I'm going to hold it to show you how that's done. You have to quit out just at the right time, or reload without claiming. So I'm trying to match anything as fast as I can so I have the card skills up. I don't recommend having so many relics that you get rid of all the arcane shields that are on the screen. You need one to move to speed it up a little bit, otherwise you're waiting for a few seconds for the whole grid to match. Right, so the skills should be active again here. If I need more healing, I can change the activation of the 3 event heroes. I should be okay though. So we should have the skills active again. So I'm about halfway with just under 10 seconds to go. Okay, well I've matched the whole grid. Should I say I've got rid of all the power gems. It's not a disaster though. Okay, that wasn't particularly good. I was a bit slow there, but I've got 5 seconds, so I might still do this. Again, I'm just trying to match anything as quickly as possible. So I need one more attack after this. Okay, I messed up a bit there. I think I've still got enough time to do this, but I'm going to need to be fast. As already mentioned, I'm going to hold the boss once it's defeated. This is all about timing. I've got to quit out at exactly the right time, which is now. And as you can see, the boss is still on the screen unclaimed, and that won't spawn the ultra kill until I claim it. I'm going to do that now though. So here is the ultra kill. I'm going to use a very similar process, except it's a tiny bit harder. It might take me 2 attacks depending on what happens with the grid. Same process as before. I need 2 matches to start with for that card. So doing okay so far. Matches have been reasonably fast. That wasn't particularly good as the power gems got in the way of my match. Right, there we go, 13 seconds left. I'm getting there, but I might not do it in time. I might need another attack to defeat it. So almost halfway. About halfway on the time as well. It's going to be very close. Hopefully I won't run out of health though. If I get low, I'll just change the order of activation. I've done 2 matches there, that wasn't exactly good. I think I need 2 more attacks to defeat this boss. Should I say 2 more decent hits? Okay, I didn't want to make another match, that was a mistake. I'm okay though. HP is getting low though. It's going to be very close. There's some hearts over the left side. Need to match those. So I might do it. $1.7 left on the health. So have I actually defeated it? Let's see. Oh look, I got all my health back now, but I'm out of time. I've done it, there we go. That was really tight, but there we go. I managed to defeat it. So that's the solo bosses out of the way. Now I'm going to look at the Crusade map. I'm going to do one of the ultimate missions here. I'm going to show you my other team that I was using, which is this team here. Now this team is really good for the Crusade maps as you have 2 damage immunity cards and turn delay. This should hopefully make this map reasonably easy as long as I survive the first attack. Right, so match anything at the start. Second turn, use one of these for damage immunity and to get the dancing buff up. Then I can start using turn delay, and from here it should be reasonably easy. Okay, well I defeated that one. Put damage immunity up again for the dancing buff. Now I can just hit this one with turn delay again. There we go, that should have done it. The damage immunity here to get the dancing buff up again. And then just repeat the process with turn delay and gem spawning. I'm not sure if I wanted to activate turn delay again, as the buff's going to wear off in a minute. Watching the turn counter. So next turn I need to use damage immunity again. It might die on this attack with C. There we go. So that's an easy method to completing the Crusade maps. Turn delay and damage immunity and plenty of power gems. So I actually did get more keys back from that. This is why I have completed the entire map. Lots of extra keys. The potions and catalysts also do come in handy. So the final thing I'm going to discuss quickly is here. You can actually get the older ultimates from this season, the older Master and Ultra cards. You just have to go here. Now, I highly recommend going for this deck if you can. It's crazy overpowered. It basically destroys GVG. I have the ultimate form at 2 stars now. I could have gone for some of the other cards, but I'm just focusing exclusively on that deck, and I highly recommend doing the same unless you spend quite a bit of money on the game and you can get all of the cards. I'll just show you the deck I've made. There it is. That's basically the GVG killer. Mainly because of this huge damage boost. Supercharged. Increases attack by 2,500%. So yeah, definitely the strongest out of the decks released during this season. And that's about it. Hope that was interesting. If there's anything else you want me to do a video on, feel free to let me know in the comments. And thanks for watching.